All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now Dak on the option left. And an alley to run. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
There goes Allen Hurns. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start. Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday. Look out!
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Let's go! Hey, South! Look out!
To throw is Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Ready! Back 25! Gun! Left! Wait!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Staying on his feet. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. David Irving in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You go 46. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You go 46. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A second down throw for Prescott. Buying time. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Hey, South. 25.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Got it. 12.
From the gun, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Ryan steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try